Yes, indeed. We are back. We are back. Still feel the same. Oh, man. Feel good to be a winner, don't it? If your team didn't win this week, my condolences. My condolences if your team didn't win this week. You know, maybe next time. Probably won't be a next time, but you catch my drift. Oh man. So I watched the tape. I watched the tape. Hold on, this thing tripping. There you go. So I watched the tape again. I watched the game again. And seen some things. Um came up with some observations. Came up with some observations. But I mean, to be honest with you, other than probably the kicking, the special team unit, pretty much, as far as that, you really can't say anything bad about the performance of the Cowboys, right? You see, you know, what we always wanted was what's going on, Teflon? What we wanted was, hey, can we get it done? Can we perform when it matters the most, right? You know, and I said this yesterday. Watch people downplay this performance. Now what you see, oh, Tom Brady was 8'9", he's 45 years old. But you didn't say that before. It was the Dallas Cowboys. They always won and done. They ain't gonna do nothing. They can't handle the road. But now all of a sudden, when we get it done, it's some more hate. It's something more to it. See, one thing's for sure, man, as we already know, man, with this Cowboy Nation, we know we're gonna get haters. We know they gonna hate. We know they can't get credit. And guess what, though? We never cared about their credit, right? See, the only thing that we cared about was winning, right? And they can say what they want. They can say what they please. Even though, as far as the way that they play, Tampa Bay, weak. Yeah, I stick to that. As far as Tampa Bay being weak, I stick to that. But, bro, we ain't going to act like they ain't got talent over there. We ain't going to act like they ain't got Mike Evans, Godwin, Brady, good running backs, Julio. We ain't going to act like that D-line ain't cold with Akeem Hicks, man. Because Akeem Hicks, man, especially when he was with the Bears, hey, one of the best. Injuries derailed him. Vita Vea, that's a bad boy up in there. Big as heck. Threw a dang near 350, if he is 350. Golston, he been there he been there, man, for years, right? Baller, right? Good player, good linebackers. Got Antoine with, so it ain't like they didn't have talent, but they gonna always discredit this team. They gonna always discredit this team. You see, one thing's for sure. Even looking forward to the Niners, if you really want to put talent for talent, the Bucks got more talent than the Niners. The Niners are just putting it together better, right? Their togetherness is there. Other than the Tampa Bay, see Tampa Bay, hey, it was just one of them times where they just fell off and they were just playing as a bunch of talented individuals, man, that couldn't get the job done. It's just time probably for that nice little run to be gone, right? They got their Super Bowl out of that. Now it's time for somebody else, right? So the Niners, see, the cool thing about it is it ain't like Tampa Bay wasn't physical either, because they are, right? When you got Akeem Hicks and Vita Vea, see, and you see, we couldn't get no running room inside. Why? Because they got talent. They see people be sleep, man, on Akeem Hicks. Akeem Hicks, man, when he balling, when he playing, when he healthy, he cold in the run game. He cold, period. And they got him healthy that game. So yes, I'm not surprised that it was hard to run inside. Right? So, there ain't nothing to panic on. Right? You know, the Niners edge rusher, they got it better with Bosa. To me, the Tampa Bay linebackers is better than the Niners linebackers, right? And across the board, that D line is nice and solid. The Niners just play, like I said, together and led by Bosa. Led by Bosa. Ain't nobody worried about what's his name? Is it Armstrong? I forgot his name, man. But ain't nobody worried about that, It's just that, hey, physicality, right? It's just a team that's gonna mess around and run that football. Oh, they're gonna run that football. So this defense is gonna gotta come up and rise to the occasion another time, right? They get through this, it'll be the offense time to shine next game. But this one right here, hey, the defense gonna have to, they're gonna have to come and bring something to the table, man, that they haven't done this year. Right? You remember I always say, I always compare that Colts team. Well, hey, the way we went out, hey, you got a chance to redeem yourself. We didn't know that this chance was possible till we got to the end. But we see how it was possible now. Now we got to take advantage of it. How many wins that got? What? Yeah. Yeah, that lasted one day. And he ready to be sent home. He get ready to be sent home. Daniel Jones get ready to be sent home. I bet not hear not one Giants fan talk that BS, man. Giants can't say anything. They can't say anything. They can't say not a word. But hey, they happy. And they're gonna continue to be happy, win, lose, or draw. Oh, we in the playoffs, man. Everybody counting us out. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah. Anyways, ain't nobody care about your playoff run. You know y'all ain't gonna win no Super Bowl anyway. And y'all got and the Redskins. No, I mean the Commanders. They got robbed. You know what I mean? So it probably should have been the Commanders in this position. With that, what was it, that PI on Scary Terry? So shoot, you one lucky play. They better go on with that. They better go on with that BS. What's going on, Lo? So some of my observations, man, regarding the game was, one, I like the way Tony Pollard was running that ball, man. Tony Pollard was running nice and hard, man. Tony Pollard, man. Hey, you could tell that the way you can tell that way that TP knew the moment, right? And they talk about old Zeke, right? They said, oh, Zeke didn't have no game. Let me tell y'all something, man. When I watched Zeke did what he needed to, right? So you see Zeke, his opportunity, see, look, this is what I observed, right? So when it was time to convert, we got the ball to who? Ezekiel Elliott, right? Tony Pollard got a lot of things on the perimeter. That's cool. That's what we want, right? But so we ran Zeke more in the inside, right? But look, when Zeke got opportunities in the perimeter, Zeke got positive yards, right? It's just tough running against that middle. You know what I mean? Like Tampa Bay got some real dogs inside. It's tough, right? So, it was just one of them games, right? But like I said, this game coming up, oh, it's gonna be needed with Zeke. It's gonna be needed with Zeke because You're gonna need to convert third downs. You're gonna need to be punching it in the red zone. You're gonna have that physicality, right? You see, the cool thing about it is there will be more opportunities to run downfield on the Niners than going side to side, right? Just so not saying that we can run, because one thing's for sure, this team, other than probably the Commanders, has shown that they can run pretty much on anybody, right? And we know that the Niners ain't walking out Deron Payne. We know that they ain't walking out Allen. We know they're not walking out them two boys, right? Them two boys are just different inside, Two Bama, they just different, right? And we know the Niners ain't walking out none of them guys, right? So I say that it'll be easier to go ahead and run at them this game. You said if Schultz back. See, I'd rather spend that money. I'd rather spend that money elsewhere because one thing's for sure, I need Osa back when his time is up. Diggs got to get paid. Parsons got to get paid. I'm not too sure if they'll bring Curse back after his contract up. I think he got one more year. I'm not too sure if they'll bring him back after the year. We got to pay CD. We just paid Gallup. You're going to have a whole new running back room. I was observing that now. Look, hey, enjoy Tony Pollard because he get ready to go. Yeah, we can't pay him. And we shouldn't pay him. Running backs come a dime a dozen, man. There's new running backs coming in all the time, right? We shouldn't pay him, right? Get you a vet, get you either roll with Malik Davis and somebody and get you a nice inside runner, because it's a possibility, even though we love them both, that the whole running back room might be cleared out. Possibility. But one thing's for sure, Tony getting paid. And they're going to throw the book at Tony Pollard, right? So you lost him. So, yeah, somebody going to really just throw the book at him, So, yeah, he gone. If anything, I mean, your running back room gonna look a lot different. You got Ferguson. See, I'm cool with the younger tight ends, right? Ferguson showed that he can do different things. See, Dalton Schultz, though, one thing for sure, downfield here, Dalton Schultz is one of the best at the tight end position when it comes down to downfield, right? He put that on display during this playoff game, right? So, and we always knew that, right? See, our biggest thing with Dalton Schultz was, hey, you soft with your blocking. We don't like your blocking. You need to man up with your blocking. But other than that, we never ever had a problem with the way he was as a receiver. We knew that he's one of our best receiving threats. So that was just a given. We knew that. But speaking of the outside run, I did like how they adjusted to the outside run, though. Right? They understood that, hey, we just ain't getting no room, right? Kellen understood it. So you've seen a lot of stretches, outside zones, tosses, and hey, we was getting nice yards on that perimeter, man. So I love how they made that adjustment and just if we got to run to convert Zeke, downhill, then that just is what it is. But for the most part, we gotta go ahead and keep on this perimeter. Franchise tag Pollard. I wouldn't. I ain't even gonna lie. I wouldn't. As much as I like TP and what he has done, I wouldn't. I ain't even gonna lie. I wouldn't. I just bring somebody else because I just see so many good running backs that just come year after year. Like, look what Tampa got with the other running back other than Fournette, right? Look how he came along. You got Eckler. You got the Jets running back coming through. You got what's his name, man? You got Pierce. So you get all these good running backs coming through. I mean, everybody for the most part, other than probably a couple teams, got good running backs. You always get them, man. Hey, if push come to shove, hey, go get another first on a running back. Go get that Texas running back. It push come to shove, right? Get that talent. See, that got to give you another what? Just even though that people may be against first round running backs, I'm still not. Because if I got a running back that's complete like Zeke, and at the end of the first round, which one we gonna be picking, I get that fifth year on him. I get that fifth year on him. I'll go get that Texas running back. And I done seen a few other running backs. You see these running backs, they just come and just, hey, I wouldn't spend that money. I'll go with the Texas running back, Malik Davis, and somebody else, because I don't know what they're gonna do with Zeke, So I got a question mark on Zeke. In a perfect world, would it be nice to keep the backfield together? Yeah. But when we do all this winning and when they do all this performing, people gonna want your players. And then you also got to think about the cap. And one thing for sure, to the cap, I do not want to lose Osa. I do not want to lose Osa. Straight low facts. That's why I said we got to run it straight at him, right? Going side to side. It ain't gonna be as positive as it was with Tampa. You take it to him, we gonna get it done. Oh, Kellen Moore elite. Hey, I wrote that down. I wrote that down in my notes looking at that film. Hey, Kellen Moore done messed around and got himself a head coaching job. So if the Dallas Cowboys don't give it to him, then it's more than likely. I think he'll be more than likely to get a head coaching job than Dan Quinn, if I'm being honest with you, right? Because Dan Quinn, Dan Quinn had success in Atlanta, right? He got to the bowl, right? But he's a better defensive coordinator. I'm not saying that he's not a good head coach, but I think he's a better coordinator. And the way that, and people now want to go ahead and follow that Sean McVay blueprint and go ahead and roll, what I mean? And maybe want to go with a young, at least for what they would say, a young genius, right? Sean McVay got them to the bowl twice, right? And we know how hard it is to get to the Super Bowl, right? He lost one, won one, got deep in the playoffs, so they've been winning for a hot minute. Hey man, hey, look, hey, Lo, I get Kellen Moore's due, but I don't want him here. I ain't even gonna lie, I don't want him here. They can have him, and I still stand on that because he can mess around and have this good play calling game, and then mess around and Scott Linehan us coming up Sunday. It's just not consistent enough with me. What's going on, T-Dub? It's just not consistent enough with me. I don't like the consistency with his play calling. When he on, right? And and especially with that Dak run in the end, because that reminded me, because when I was watching that film, I'm like, that looked like that Peyton Manning when what was it? The Broncos and the Cowboys, when Tony Romo and Peyton was going at it, and we lost on that little pick. That play reminded me of that. I don't know if Kellen Moore took that, but that definitely gave me. It seemed like it was the same play. I don't know if it was exactly the same play, but it seemed like it was the same play. I got to go watch the play again. But that's what came up in my mind. I think your son, they took a lot. They might have. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That Green Bay. Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, like that thing, because look, we took a lot of Green Bay whoopings, right? I'm telling you, I watched, especially when Mike McCarthy was with Green Bay. I watched a lot of Green Bay Packers, right? And and a lot of that reminded me of Green Bay. And look at this though. Look at this style, right? Real quick, right? So we threw it, right? We came out throwing it, right? But what did we do to end the game? We started handing the ball out a little bit more, right? TP was getting a little bit more carries, right? Zeke touched it a little bit more, right? So it's kind of like when they had that James Starks in that Super Bowl run, right? Hey, look, we tossing the ball, but we need to be able to run the ball when necessary, and we got to be able to run the ball to close the game out. And I think if Mike McCarthy's going to go ahead and have his hand out on on certain things with this offense and not let Kellen Moore get us, then what we're going to expect for a lot of the times is ending the game running the ball, right? 4-minute offense running the ball, right? I may need this running the ball. I may get a huge play with TP or Zeke running the ball, right? But at the end of the day, my playoff football, I need to be able to throw the ball. And that recipe that we had last night, that's a recipe that can take us all the way. I'll be honest with you, right? See, one thing that I like on that last drive of the first half that was very impressive to me was the way that Dak Prescott distributed the ball to all of his meaningful weapons. All of your top weapons contributed to, capped off with Dak. Ty got us started. Boom. Gallup, I think it was Gallup on a slant. Boom. CD with that nice little contested catch. Boom. Dalton to the sideline. Boom. And then Dalton for the touchdown. Boom. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Me too, Jamal. What's going on, Hoodlum? Hey, hey, Rich. Hey, Rich. I contemplated talking about that, but I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt. I ain't even go, hey, hey, Rich, hey, cause I see that too. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, look, I ain't saying Diggs is soft. And we know that Diggs, when he want to tackle, he'll gonna make the tackle as with my memory, was it Jamar Chase to close that game out. But Diggs, hey, hey, one thing that got me right. Y'all remember when Mike Evans ran that in breaking route and Diggs kind of was like in a trail position, and Mike Evans was boom, like he gave him an pass, right? And then Diggs was like, and then you see Donovan Wilson coming through. Hold up, and Mike Evans seen that. Mike Evans like, man, I don't want no smoke with Donovan, right? I know it. That reminded me, like, I know you soft, Diggs. I know you're not gonna want to tackle me, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these pads on you. But then I'm gonna make a business decision with Donovan Wilson. You see, one thing for sure, right? Trayvon Diggs is no Mike Jenkins. Y'all remember Mike G? Because I forgot what game it was. Was it Atlanta? By that end zone? Oh my gosh. He's no Mike Jenkins, right? He'll make tackles. He's just not a physically imposing tackle, right? But if the game is on the line, if the stop needs to be had, he'll go make it, right? Sometimes he get caught and given a little bit of outside contain for what I observed over the year. But for the most part, as long as Diggs doing what he's supposed to do and being a playmaker and taking the ball away, right, and go ahead and taking his game to new heights and shadowing these wide receivers, I'm not gonna just trip on. I'm not gonna pick a bone because you know me, I like the tackling, right? Especially because we know Bland tackles, we know Nashawn is tackling, right? But Diggs, Diggs would be the type of dude that set the edge and don't make no effort to go make the play. He just, hey, I did my job in the run game. I brought it back inside. So, hey, Leighton, clean it up. speaking of Leighton, Anthony Barr, one thing I didn't like was how my linebackers was getting trucked. Right, Fournette gave both of them linebackers the pads. I know he a handful. I know he probably weigh more or just as much as them. But you know I ain't like that. You know I'm old school, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Debo or won it. Yeah. Yeah. Facts, low. Facts, low. Facts. Yeah. But I think a lot of times is intentions, willingness, right? I ain't gonna lie, it just seems so soft. But I know I'm not saying Diggs is soft because we know he's far from that. But it just looks so soft. It just looks soft, like you know what I mean, like you know. But it is what it is, though. Diggs gonna, see one thing's for sure. Diggs gonna, hey, you gonna need all your corners because I'm pretty sure they're gonna move Debo around. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna give Debo some carries. They're gonna try to go all the way because you remember that's how we got last year. You remember that's how we got last year. You know what? In the film session, I'm gonna watch last year again. I didn't watch that game. I never watched that game again. I let it be. But I'm gonna watch that game just to make me angry. I'm gonna watch it to make me angry. And I hope they watch it too. I'm gonna watch it before I go back and start the San Francisco film, y'all. I'm gonna watch that game so it can make me angry. Because if they don't make them angry, then we got a problem. No, my favorite play on defense next to Parsons. Say, dude. Hey, who you pay? Donovan Wilson, Tony Pollard. Who you pay? They give you my answer. I say Donovan Wilson. Ain't he up or am I tripping? Or he got another year on him? Oh yeah, Jamal. They's gonna have to hit for sure. Yeah. That's why I don't trip, T Dub. That's why I wasn't gonna say that until y'all brought it up. I was gonna leave it alone. I was gonna leave it alone. But because I do that's what, as long as you clamping up, I ain't tripping. As long as you clamping up, I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. As long as you clamp up, I am not tripping. See, he gonna have to have his hand. See, look, for the rest of the playoffs. You come on, hey, come on, y'all. Do y'all see it? Brother versus brother Super Bowl. Can y'all see it? I think that's what they want. I think that's what the league want. Because I believe the league, if the league wants something, they're gonna go ahead and put their input on that game. They're gonna make sure to do their best to make that happen. I think the league want that, brother and brother. That's gonna be so many headlines, so much money, so much merchandise, so much. It's just gonna be so much. I think they want that, and especially the way that the league has went with all these cover guys. Just his range, his willingness to come pop, and he has the ability to go ahead and cover some. Right? You don't want him always going backwards. You want him more going forward, though. But you can do different type of things with him, right? That you couldn't do with a lot of other safeties, right? See, one thing's for sure. When we handed out awards at the end of the year, we definitely got to give Donovan Wilson an award. We definitely got to give him an award. I know, right? Y'all seen that hit on the sideline? Where he had came through and it's ha! I'm like, ooh. I'm like, look at Chad Boy, man. That boy came, hey, that boy is hit, man. Hey, that boy was hitting. You know, hardest hitter. Yeah, he the hardest hitter on the team. Yeah, hardest hitter on the team. Right. Give you some Roy Williams vibes, because we know Roy Williams mess around, boy. We know he'll split you, boy. He'll split you, man, like a can opener, boy. We know Roy Williams out there. We know he out there hitting. Oh yeah, facts. Facts. The biggest, if I had to give you a nice handful of guys that change the defense around, J-Ron, Micah, Quinn, Wilson. I was gonna give you Diggs, but what if I told you Osa? I was gonna tell you Diggs, but what if I tell you Osa? Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. One thing's for sure, we had a lot of individuals on this defense, right? In the years past, right? We didn't. One thing we needed, we knew we had main pass rushers, right? We knew we had guys that can get it done, but we never had guys that embraced their role, that embraced them being role players like this all the way. We had people that want to go ahead and just do more than what they really are, right? But Osa came in and just really just embraced his role and just really just excelled in his role since he came here, right? And from year one to year two, especially him packing on that muscle, has made a tremendous difference in not only his run stuff and ability, but his ability to win off quickness. Because one thing's for sure, Osa popped up a lot this past game, and he always give you one or two snaps that'll make the offensive line cross face, and he wins all the time. Especially this past month, you can look at every game and see Osa hit him with the same thing, just go across their face, and they can't deal with that. Oh yeah, man. Hey, Osa, my guy, man. Hey, if I had to give you a favorite player on that defense, I mean, of course, you could say the easy pick would be Micah, man. Osa. I look for him all the time because I like to watch the D line. You know, and Osa, he makes so many sacrifices. You can rush him at nose, and guess who's going to be big again this game? Them two D tackles, right? And how they gonna be big is squeezing down, right? When they run them actions to try to attack your edge, because they're gonna attack Armstrong, they're gonna attack Micah on the edge, they're gonna attack Law, they're gonna attack your edges this game, right? So if you go back to that one film that I did on Hankins, right, you see how he was squeezed down and carry the guard and squeeze that gap and carry the gap and extend that gap. That's what we're gonna need, right? That's exactly what we're gonna need. Hopefully, we could bring Hankins back. Hopefully, we could bring Hankins back. Nah, T-Dub, nah. Hey, nah. I knew somebody was gonna say, Law. Even though we didn't get them splash plays, I seen Law. I seen him. Law was. Let's just say that he was just affected. Like his presence was there, right? Law, his game is this game. That's his game. This is his game coming up, right? Law is this game, right? See, Micah, Diggs, and all them, this was their game to shine, right? They had to shine this game. But you're going to need some of your OGs this game, right? You're going to need Zeke, right? You're going to need Law this game, right? You're going to need Rhodes this game. You're going to need Rhodes. Wilson is going to be huge, right? Because we got to worry about what's his name? The quarterback Purdy coming out that pocket, and we know it. Hey, so we gonna have to. We can't neglect him and treat him like Tom Brady. You got to treat him like a Joe Burrow, right? You got to treat him like a who's another quarterback that may not. I wouldn't say necessarily Daniel Jones because of the action that they run, because he's gonna hand the ball off and use it more. Let's just say, yeah, let's just keep it there, more of a Joe Burrow type, right? He'll take off, he'll make an impact, but you got to keep him there. And I liked how Golston came back that next play and helped get him off their field too. Watkins and you got to go. I say for to answer your question, T Dub, I say Golston, and this is the reason why I say Golston, because guarding the perimeter run, right? See, they're gonna stretch you out. They're gonna run them outside zones, right? They're gonna try to attack your perimeter. So you need your D tackles mobile, right? You're gonna need Osa, Hank. You're gonna need Bohannon too, though. So Bohannon's gonna be big. You're gonna have to activate Bohannon. You might gotta activate Gallimore too this game, right? So you probably gonna have to go long on D line this game, right? Because they're gonna be running, they're gonna be chasing a lot, right? We gotta have all 11 hats to the ball. You know, like their run game is gonna be definitely different, right? Because McCaffrey, he gonna be, not only is he gonna be involved in the passing game, but which you don't want to run McCaffrey 20 times inside. You want McCaffrey to go ahead and run them counters. You want him to go ahead and run them stretch plays and outside zone plays, right? So he can go ahead and try to use his athleticism. So you're gonna have your athletic D lineman on display this game, right? When I look back at it, because when I looked at the inactives and I seen who was inactive on the D line, I'm like, huh? But then as I watched the first drive, I said, okay, because I was like in the middle, because what I mean, I'm like, all right, whatever. But I still kind of question like, but then when I seen that first, I'm like, okay, and not even with them making, and then Carlos Watkins, to me, this is his best game as a Cowboy. The best game as a Cowboy. Carlos Watkins was very active and made impactful plays. Yeah, you're gonna have to. Hey, look, in this game, the cool thing about it is this game, Michael Parsons need to play more linebacker this game. He got to play more line because you got to have that. See, this is. Oh, I'm already. Hey, see, this is the chess match that Dan Quinn gonna have to play. You're gonna have to put Michael Parsons a lot on McCaffrey. You're gonna have to play that chess this game. Why? If Dan Quinn got to do that, right? As far as somebody that can get with you inside the tackles, outside the tackles, right? So you ain't got to go ahead and pull Donovan Wilson from his other responsibilities, right? Donovan Wilson and Carson still gonna have a huge part in containing McCaffrey, though. But I'm playing that chess match with Michael Parsons for sure. I'm playing that chess match with him for sure. Oh, let me go back. Watkins or Bohannon? Oh, Bohannon. Bohannon. I'll go Bohannon. Yeah, I'll go Bohannon. Yeah, I need my two nose guards this game, right? Because I need them. I need constantly. I need my big nose guards to take on two and squeeze the two. So Michael Parsons and Leighton and Clark can run freely and don't got to worry about Trent Williams and all them getting on them in the second level. He can run freely and they can play chess free without him have to go ahead and scrape over the trash all game. Now I understand that sometimes you got to take on them, just because of the matchups, just the alignment, the numbers. But We want, especially when we coming downhill. See, when they coming downhill, we don't want him to come and get met with resistance. We want him to come freely, so we can go. Just like when Tampa won that Super Bowl with Devin White and all them. You see how a lot of the times they was running free. That's how you want our linebackers to do this game, to run free. And let Diggs, you know what though? You can play man. You can play man this game. You can play man. I don't fear Ayuk. Debo is gonna be more. They're gonna use him everywhere, right? And then you got Kittle, right? See, the cool thing about Kittle is play sticky. I believe Kurtz didn't Kurtz do a good job on Kittle last year? So if you see Kittle's game is run after the catch. So if Kittle catch the ball, you gotta make the tackle. Don't allow him to go ahead and get run after the catch. See, he at his best when he's run after the catch. That's why you see Kittle's body breaking down, right? It's kind of like J.J. Watt, right? See, one thing for sure, I was talking to my pops years ago, and he was like, yo, J.J. Watt not going to last. I said, why? He said, because the way that he sheds blocks, he can't sustain that for a long time in his career. His body's going to break down. And what do you know? Yes, because he's using more power, right? He's just slinging them off, right? You can't sustain that. That's why he tears the pec, the bicep. That's why he has all these problems, because he's out there slinging people around like that, right? Yeah, me too, T-Dub. Yeah, Bart did solid. Yeah, Bart did solid. And I like some of the things that Dan Quinn was doing, because I even seen one time, I said, hold on, is that Lawrence dropping? I'm like, that's Lawrence dropping? I'm like, okay. So he brought Leighton and dropped Lawrence. I don't remember what quarter that was, but when he had brought Leighton, and then Leighton had got that nice push, but Lawrence was dropped. So I like that. Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold up. Hello? Hold on. You need me? I'm on live real quick. All right. Yeah, so damn, what was I getting ready to say? Oh yeah, with Leighton, yeah, I like what they was doing. Just kind of just playing chess. I like how one thing's for sure, every single D line men that we had last night made a play, including Lauren. And what I mean by made a play is they made an impact. They wasn't just out there, right? See, one thing's for sure, what I will always see is that we will play on their line of scrimmage in the interior. We would get pushed, right? They will push them back a couple yards, right? We didn't necessarily have, you know what I mean, like bodies touching Tom Brady, but it's just like, okay, I see this pocket caving in. And then I got Micah and them coming at me. I see DeMarcus Lawrence pushing his tackle into my lap. That made him uncomfortable, right? That's why you see Tom Brady acting like, he was running the 4-3-40 and getting out the pocket to go try to make a play. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hey, T-Dub, I know Bosa be on that stuff. I know he be on that stuff. Ain't no way. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely would run man, because we can man him up. We can man him up. We don't have to play a bracket coverage against them, right? See, the thing about the Niners is don't allow that running game to get going, because if we allow that running game to get going, then that's when that play action that play action is hitting us. Now all of a sudden we thinking it's McCaffrey coming, and then that's how you get Ayuk to go on a 9 route and get deep and get one-on-one and maybe burn a corner. That's how you get Debo on a play action to run a deep crossing route and get some run after the catch opportunities. But if you stop that running early and often, and you make this team a drop back team, we're going to tee off. We're going to tee off, right? You see, the cool thing about it is, I'm not about to rush Micah Parsons on Trent Williams all game. I'm going to rush Micah Parsons in the heart of that offensive line, and I'm going to rush him on that right tackle. If anything, make Law DeMarcus Lawrence work and throw DeMarcus Lawrence on Trent Williams and allow him to work. Because even though DeMarcus Lawrence, a little bit older, DeMarcus Lawrence can still get Trent Williams work. I promise you that. I see DeMarcus Lawrence rush. He still got that, right? I want to see DeMarcus Lawrence put that hand in the dirt. That's the DeMarcus Lawrence that I love. All that little hand up, that's cool. He want to get fancy, but DeMarcus Lawrence with his hand in the dirt, bro, he waxing on him. He waxing on him. Bosa going again. Oh, you mean Tyler? Yeah. Oh yeah, Bosa. Yeah, that's gonna be a matchup that we gotta win. Tyler Smith and Bosa. Because it's most likely gonna be that. Because I looked at Peters. There was a play, I think it was in the end of the first quarter or the second quarter before he got out. I seen a play with Peters where when he pulled, he was laboring bad. So I'm like, I think he had that hip early on, but he tried to play through it, and then he just realized he couldn't play through it, so he got out. Because there was a play where I'm like, yo, he's not either. I'm like, either, man, you just so old out there, or you hurt yourself. That's what I thought. How about we moving around like last game and let him wreak havoc on a rookie quarterback? And I've never seen that kind of speed before. I'm for that. But hey, we can already pay Micah something that ain't no defender in the NFL has ever seen. Right? So with that being the case, if I'm gonna pay Micah, probably one of the, if not the highest, almost the highest paid player in the NFL, then hey, Micah gonna have to do it all. Micah just can't come forward. Micah gonna have to go backwards. He gonna have to go backwards too. Yeah, if I'm gonna pay my boy that, rightfully so. Man, we're gonna use him to the T, right? We're gonna use him to the T. And like I said, yeah, I still would bring Micah a lot. Yes, you still bring Micah more times than not. But I think on certain key downs, you put him on McCaffrey. Don't put him McCaffrey the whole game. That's why you got Curse. That's why you got Wilson for it, right? But on certain downs, I'm bringing them. You see, the cool thing about it is we should have that luxury. Because why bring in Fowler? Why have Law? Right? Why have Dorrance Armstrong? Right? Why have all these pass rushers and you can't get to the quarterback without Micah causing havoc to be able to, bring something to the table? See, this is a game where I believe that Fowler can tee off on. I believe so. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Roquan just got 100. Yeah. Oh yeah, Micah. Yeah. I hope. Hey, I don't know what they gonna do. I don't know how Micah want to get paid, but Micah about to get paid. Micah might mess around and say, "I'm on 200 mil," and Dallas gonna have to give it to him too. Hey, I didn't hear about that, Lo. Hey, he really did that. Hey, right, Teflon. I'm like, yo, I swear he be laboring, man. I'll be like, yo, how is hey, look, the way he be moving in space sometimes, I'd be like, how is he blocking these DNs? And he can't move. Well, my grandma had her knee replacement. She moved better than that. When Granny had a knee replacement, when Granny had that new hip, when Granny had that metal plate, Granny was moving better than that, man. I'm like, hold up, man. You know, Granny and mess around there, man. I'm like, do I gotta get Granny out there, man? And so she go ahead and do a couple kick steps, man. But if So Peters how it's done, man. Yeah, because you know what? That's what's been the money one, right? As much as I've been hard on McGovern and McGovern ball, and McGovern been playing pretty solid. McGovern did an excellent job on them big boys. You will see times when Dak will complete a pass and Dak ain't nobody even sniffing him like that. Like they just had a whole little fence around him and it wasn't nobody getting through that. I'm like, oh boy, they balling. I'm looking at Tyler Smith just putting fools on their back. I'm like, ooh. So if Jason Peters do come back, yeah, come back as a swing tackle, man. And it's good to have that insurance there. Like, okay, if push come to shove, I know I got you. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, I think they should have did that in the first place, right? See, because the main thing was to get our center back. That's what made it all happen, was to get our center back. And now that we had it, we should have just kept up. See, one thing's for sure, they talk about all this continuity stuff, right? That's why I don't buy it. That's why, because I played that offensive lineman. That's why I don't buy it. If you know what you're doing, you can get it done. So you done did all that. So now all of a sudden, in the biggest game, you go Peters and Tyler Smith. This offensive line then gave you, 14, 15 games of starting? And now all of a sudden, you just roll with Peters just like that because you feel like that's the best combination. If that's been the best combination, then why you didn't do that early on and let them get that continuity? That's why I don't be buying that stuff, man. That's why I don't buy it. You know what's been impressive, though, to me, though? Just that trust level. That trust level with T.Y. Hilton. That trust level with T.Y. Hilton has been pretty impressive between him and Dak, right? And we know, and like we said, it is going to be a game. For him to go ahead and just trust T.Y. Hilton on third down, be like, man, I know T.Y. going to be open. And that says a lot. And that says that that's what Dak really been missing, right? Like I said, I told you that we needed that Amari type, Cole Beasley type wide receiver for Dak, so he can know, like, all right, third down, I know you're going to be here and I know you're going to be open. Kind of like the Jason Witten effect with Tony Romo, because even Dak loved Jason Witten as well. Yeah. Impressive. And look, for all them boys, including my center, hey, that's an impressive. Like, I'm telling you, man, them D line, them big boys, them three boys up front is cold. They really cold. And for them to do what they did and really hold up against them like that, man, that's impressive, man. That's impressive. But I'm still pushing. I'm still pushing for Tyler Schmidt to be offensive rookie of the year, though. I'm still pushing. I stand on what I said last night. I still pushing for him to be offensive because I'm telling you what he doing as a rookie is impressive. It's impressive. It's very impressive. Like you get this. Like I said, he done messed around and came in as a guard. Had to go to tackle. Came in with no experience other than college and was new to that in college as tackle and has been going against great NFL competition and shutting them down. And then at the end of the year, you get adjusted to it and you get better. And then now you got to go to guard. Now you got to adjust to that. And then for the playoff game, you start at guard. And then all of a sudden, Peters get hurt. Now you got to go back to tackle. The responsibility that we have put on Tyler Smith, and he has exceeded expectations when it came down to that. Man, Tyler Schmidt, like I said, them Larry Allen, I ain't gonna say he Larry Allen, but them Larry Allen comparisons, man, that ain't far off, man. Because we know that Larry Allen was an excellent guard, a Hall of Fame guard, but we know if we need to put Larry Allen in at left tackle, Larry Allen was gonna play some left tackle and be very good at it. Oh man, I can't wait to see what Let's Go in at left tackle because that's what it need to be. Do you keep Tyron and have a? You got to roll with Steele. Roll with Steele. As much as I love Tyron, you got to roll with Steele. Steele, that's your guy. You got to pay. And no. I forget that you got to pay. You got to pay Steele. You got to pay Steele. And you might got to slide. Either you got to start thinking about somebody replacing Zach Martin pretty soon too, whether it be McGovern or you got to draft somebody. Because I believe it's going to be a Waletzko and Tyler Schmidt. I believe it's going to be Waletzko, Tyler Schmidt, Biotish, whoever at guard when Zach Martin time is up, and Steele. Yeah, I'm definitely rolling. It's just because I can't trust you. I can't trust you, Tyron. You know, if Tyron want to take a pay cut and maybe an accept, I don't know if he will. I mean, I don't know. Or I don't, you know what I mean? Or do they throw him at left tackle and take a pay cut and get Let's Go ready some more? Or I don't know what they do, but definitely Steele is your right tackle. Definitely he was playing at he should have made the Pro Bowl level. Like one thing for sure, when I had Terrence Steele, I wasn't worried about anything with Terrence. I'm not worried about anything with Tyron Smith, right? But because Tyron Smith, he's just that guy. But he just, his body breaking down on him. And when you got that back problem, man, it's just like Leighton Vander Esch with the neck. It's just any given time, it just can go out. Any given time. Yeah, Martin could do anything, though. Yeah, Martin could play center, be a Pro Bowl at that, Pro Bowl guard, Pro Bowl right tackle. Yeah, Martin could do anything. We've been blessed to go ahead and see one thing's for sure. The Dallas Cowboys, we don't miss on offensive linemen, y'all. When the last time, other than what, Jeremy Parnell, when have we really missed on something that was a meaningful pick at line other than Parnell? I can't remember. Like, especially when we started going ahead and getting the Zach Martins of the world, the Tyron Smith, that started it all off. I remember when we got him out of USC, that's what started it all off. And then we built it from there. McKenzie. Hey, he was okay at times. Hey, McKenzie was okay at times. Do we bring back LV? Ooh. I say no. I say no, Lo. I say no to LVE. I say no to LVE. This is where you got to see about Clark. This is where you got to see about the other LSU cat. This is where you got to see about the Oklahoma State linebacker. And this is where you got to bring somebody in that can go ahead and do. You know what I'm looking at? What's that Jets linebacker name, man? I think they got him from Baltimore too. Damn, I can't think of his name. But I believe they got to go another direction with LVE. As much as he been playing good, we need a linebacker that's gonna come up and smack, y'all. I love LVE in coverage. Don't get me wrong, right? And then Micah Parsons, we playing a little bit more linebacker too, so we got to keep that in mind. So really, if you really look at it, all we need, well, that's just seeing if these other two step up. But we just need at least one more linebacker, and it's not LVE to me. I wouldn't bring him back. The Dallas Cowboys got a lot of hard decisions to make. And I know they're gonna be in their feelings because of the way that these players have played down. I think it's just a special year, y'all. I think it's just the players have accepted that, hey, I'm all into this year, and this is special, and I want to do it all. I want to, I want to see Tyron get that ring, man. I want to see Zach Martin get that ring. I want to see Zeke get that ring. I want to see Dak get that ring. Even though DeMarcus Lawrence talked too much, I want to see him get a ring. Right? I want to see him get a ring. I want to see these guys get a ring. And T.Y. Hilton want it. Yep. Will McClay gonna get it. Yeah, he gonna make it. Connor Williams. I think with Connor Williams, we just played him out of position. He was never going. You see how he balling at center with Miami. I honestly thought that he was a tackle, though. I never knew why we didn't put him at tackle. I thought that he was a better tackle. I think he still is a better, but he balling at center for what I've seen in Miami, though. He was balling at center. I just think that we didn't do him justice. See, he ain't no guard. That's too much for him, right? No matter how much he tried to go ahead and fill in his body, that was just too much for him, right? You needed to put him at tackle or, I guess, center, because you see in the offseason and sometimes during the practice week that he would get reps at center, right? See, one thing for sure, that flexibility that we want with our linemen, that's a blessing. Because the old lineman has shown you flexibility. Tyler Smith has shown you flexibility. Connor Williams has shown you flexibility. Zach Martin has shown you flexibility. And Tyron Smith has shown you flexibility. And if we didn't have that flexibility, we would be in a world of trouble in the old line. But we feel good about it is because of our guys, our ability to mismatch guys and mix and match and throw them everywhere because of their flexibility. So I want to continue to go after guys that play tackle and can play guard, that can play center and that can play guard. If you can't play two positions, I don't want you on the O-line unless you're just a superb left tackle, Oh, yeah, Chaz Green. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. That was horrible. I ain't even gonna lie. That was horrible. That was Chaz Green. I'll give you that. Yeah, you right. One thing I want to see Kellen Moore do is continue to double pull. Continue to bring, say for instance, if you run on the right side, continue to bring Tyler Smith and McGovern and just bringing them on. I want to continue because when we do that, we get like 4 or 5 yards guaranteed. I want to continue to see that. I want to see that. That's been money. That's been money. That has been money. I want to continue to see that. I got to see that. And so I seen right before I got on here, I looked at my thing because I gotta go catch up on some things with the interviews and stuff. But I seen that we sticking with Brett Maher. Now I slept on it, y'all. Right? I was up all night. I ain't gonna lie, I was juiced, y'all. I didn't go to bed till like 4 in the morning, y'all. That's why I kind of overslept and came a little late, because I had to handle some things, get my workout in. I was up. Like I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was just. I don't know if it's just because I was still excited. Hey man, I was out there, man. I was out here gigging. I'm out here like the Ozzy brothers, man. It's pitch black dark in here, man. I wake up, man, to go consume some water, man. And all of a sudden, I just started dancing, man, like I was the greatest dancer or something, man. I just started dancing, man. Hey, man, I don't dance, man. All of a sudden, I just started gigging, boy. I think it was the Cowboy win, man. I think it was just the Cowboy win. I just started, you know what I mean? I was like, man. I was like, man, what's going on, man? Because, like I said, man, we watching film, though, but how How many times have we say that we should beat a team and don't beat them because we get in our own way? And for us to execute, man, that just makes me, man, this gonna be a special year. I know it is, y'all. I know people like, oh, don't jinx it, man. It's all in front of us, though. It's all for us to do. I'm telling y'all, just like with the Bucks, I do not see us losing to the Niners. I'm taking big bets on Sunday. That's how, you know what I'm saying, I'm willing to go ahead and bet pink slips. That's how confident I am in beating the Niners. I'm willing to bet pink slips with people. You know, that's how confident I am that we can get it done. And tell me, they done sent you home, and then now you get another opportunity with pretty much the same team? You telling me Micah ain't gonna get up for that? This is the same team that CD had no catches. You telling me that the first play of the game ain't gonna be the CD going deep? The first play of the game, I'm calling it now. It's going deep to CD. Ain't no way CD gonna have 0 catches this game. No way. That just disappointed me, y'all. We looking at Michael Park like, what did you do? We looking at Randy Gregory like, what you doing? Randy Gregory talk all that mess. And what you doing? You at home watching the Cowboys. You should have got with the program, my boy. Kansas City, huh? Kansas City, huh? Got. I think it's gonna be a Bills in Kansas City AFC because the Bills gonna beat the Bengals. I'm pretty sure of that. I think the Bills is going all the way as far as getting to the championship. But they see them Cowboys, man, that's gonna be a different story. Right, T-Dub. Talk all that, man. You see how it's crazy. You see how they was barking in that practice, man, like he was a somebody. He on the sideline, he just barking. I'm like, hold up, man. You was just all sweet and jolly, and now all of a sudden you just this dog. We ain't gonna, and I ain't gonna act like, man, I still be thinking about the little bonehead play that he made in that playoff game. Talk all that mess, man. Where you at? Where you at? If I gotta find you in a meaningful game, if I gotta find you in a playoff game, if you ain't making no impact, well, you can't talk about nothing. You can't talk about how great you are and how good you are and what you deserve, and you ain't even come and make an impact in the playoff game. Sorry. Only you can't say greatness. You can't say I'm good if I thought big players make big plays in big games, but evidently that didn't apply to you. You know, so evidently, hey, look. Oh, Catboy Stephen Jones was like, man, he gave him the contract of ability. He's like, man, you know what, Will McClay, you remember where was he at in that Niner game? How much Gonza is he gonna puff and give? Huh? You know what? Let's go ahead and make some modifications to this contract, man. And Randy Gregory probably knew that. And now just think if we had Randy Gregory this year and we had to deal with what he got going on this year, bro, we would have been handicapped like a mug. Right. Tables turn real quick, Lo. Tables turn real quick on them. Talking all that mess. Hey, come on, man. I remember, man, when we was watching that thing, we was reporting. I'm looking at that. I'm like, oh, is we getting punked? You know what I mean? Hey, y'all remember when we was spazzing, man, and we thought we was getting punked, man? And I think we was on live for like 2 hours that day. We was over there spazzing like, man, y'all ain't learned nothing from the Niner game. Y'all talk all this mess. Now look at now look at us, man. Go ahead and one more time. Out here like Biggie, asking for one more chance, and you got it. Right. And Sam Williams is the DeMarcus Lawrence replacement. I believe you still need to go get another DN. If I'm being real, you want to keep this pass rush going, y'all. You want to keep this thing going. You need 2, 3 pass rushers on this team. And if you don't get the DN, then you need to go get you a nice 3 tech. And y'all know the 3 tech I like. I like that Jets. I like big Quentin Williams. If you can't get good Quentin Williams, then go ahead and get Grady Jarrett for a couple years. And my thing is, we had gave Dan Quinn. See, and this is what I be thinking about though, right? I'm like, we gave Dan Quinn his contract, right? Are we by the contract? Are we just appointing him to be the next coach? Now I like Mike McCarthy though. Don't get it wrong. I like Mike. And if we brought Mike back, I wouldn't be mad at it, right? But I'm like, okay, so his contract up, and we brought Mike. So see, Mike for sure got to get to the Super Bowl with this team. If he gonna have any consideration coming back, he got to get to the Super Bowl. But I'm like, did you? I'm like, so like, did we value Dan Quinn so much that we gave him that contract, and now he like, hey man, when it's up, hey, you the head coach, because we don't want to lose. Because y'all remember that if y'all go back memory lane, you remember that remark that Micah had said regarding Dan Quinn, like they was going hand in hand, and that's what get me to think like, is Dan Quinn gonna be the head coach just because Micah wanted that? Because y'all know, because you know they're gonna listen to Micah, y'all. You know one thing's for sure, they don't want to lose Micah, so Micah gonna have a lot of input and say so in certain things. And Dan Quinn, especially the impact, bro. You know Dan Quinn mean a lot to Micah. You know Dan Quinn mean a lot to Micah. So I don't know. I don't know. That's gonna be an interesting thing, but I don't want to worry about none of that right now. I want to keep enjoying this playoff success though. But that is something to go ahead and think about though, right? Because I know Kellen Moore ain't gonna be the guy. I know Kellen Moore is gonna get a head coach somewhere. Just off of that playoff game alone for him beating Brady, like that's just another good one on his resume. So regardless if Mike McCarthy had that on him or not, that's gonna be on Kellen Moore's resume. Like I did that, so that's what's gonna get him a head coaching job. But yeah, definitely got to roll with Meyer though. Unfortunately, hey, look, Meyer done took us this far. You had a bad game, but at least, even though we feel like it's a risk because it's a winner go all, I believe he at least deserves one more chance. I believe that with the right psychology this week, he should be able to bounce back. I think when it got in his head, his mechanics started suffering. See, one thing's for sure, the mind is a powerful thing, and your mind affects your body. So if you got a strong mind, you should have a strong body. So evidently, he missing on them kicks. He didn't have a strong mind for the strong leg to be able to make them kicks. Yeah. I gotta go look at that. As soon as I get offline, I'm about to look at all that. I gotta catch up. You're right though, T Dub. You're right. They can't afford the misses. But I'm like, shoot, the people on the street, you know what I mean? Hey, and also I gotta give a shout out to my long snapper. We lost old Jake McQuaid, and when they brought him in, he's done an excellent job. You don't even notice that he missing. So because you know me, y'all, right? I grew up on LP, right? So when we lost LP, I'm like, why LP? Bring him back, But man, Jake went out, and for them to go ahead and find that, and for them to be clicking like that, man, I got to get a long snapper, an excellent job too, even though I don't think the long snapper has something to do with him missing them kicks, the way he was giving them. I believe that was just more on Meyer, but hey, today was Meyer. He will be ready. Yeah. Facts. Cause I was one of them dudes that didn't want to bring him back. I'm like, what the hell we doing? I'm like, we could have got Lutz from the Saints, and you bring this fool back. But he picked the wrong time to have a game like that. But hey, do we really got a choice now? I mean, if he has another game like that, then you probably gonna have to go for 2. And then after the game, you're gonna have to cut him. Unfortunately. But I honestly think that he'll bounce back. I don't know if he'll get back to the level of what he was during the season. Because y'all remember Dan Bailey, how Dan Bailey was Money Dan, and all of a sudden, he was just mortal, right? Remember how we would talk about Money Dan as him and Tucker being one of the best, and now Tucker done outlived him. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But that dude, I ain't gonna lie. That dude got a little concerned. I do want to hear his mental. I want to hear him talk. I don't know if he talked. Like I said, I got to go back and look at. I do want to hear him talk. I want to see, because I'm telling you, if I hear something in his psyche that he ain't gonna bounce back, and I'm gonna be quick to make a video, y'all. I'm like, hey, y'all gonna have to cut him because he ain't confident. Because you like I said, you can just tell about how a person, what he says and how he presents his words. If if he jiving or not. It just, it's just like you could just tell, y'all. It's just observation. Used to say that. Right. That's facts, Teflon. Facts. And he got to get out. He got to get out his way. He got to get out his way. He got to get out his own way, man. You don't let one game affect your whole body of work. You need to be going back and looking at what I would do if I was Fossil. Hey, look, come here, Mar. I'm looking at all them game winners he done kicked. You see that? You see that long kick? You remember that kick at the end of the half? 60? That's you. You see that game winner? That's you. Don't let this game affect all what you have done. Get back to being you, and let's do this thing. me and him will be up in there for an hour just looking at all his successful kicks. You remember that? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be, you know what I mean? You can't be soft-minded in this game. You see, one thing for sure, what we don't talk about enough with kickers is their psyche. Their psyche. And it's important that their mind is right. Sometimes, man, when we see these misses, it don't be because, it's just because, they getting in their own way. They let that one miss affect the next kick. You got to have a short-term memory, just like at corner. If I get beat, now I can't be thinking about how I got beat. Next play. And that's one thing I like about Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs, if he ever does get beat, he don't allow that to affect him. He's on to the next play. I like that. Oh my. I'm gonna have to look at that. I didn't read that. I'm gonna look at it. ESPN article. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out when I get off here and see what's going on with that one. You said what you say? You said fossils. ESPN article on my. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna look that up and see what's going on. Because I'll tell you, I'll look at that thing, and if I'm like, yeah, he done for it. I'll make a video because You can't mess around and he ain't ready mentally, and you go in here and it comes down to a extra point or to tie it up or to go for a hit, and you in your head and you miss it. That can't happen. That can't happen. His confidence gone. Okay, I'm about to check that out. Hey, T Dub, can when you get done when we get off here, can you post that in in the little community tab in my last post so I can check it out there? I don't think I click on that thing. I would read that thing. What does it show? Yeah, I probably gotta do it on my phone. Hold up, I probably gotta do it on my phone. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, that's what I probably gotta do. I gotta do it on my phone. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. Let me see. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm about to check that out. I'm gonna check that out, man. Oh man, we can't. Hey, we can't be having that, y'all. Oh, we can't be having that, y'all. Oh my god, that's the hey. We didn't had that before. We didn't had that, but bro, I know how it feels. Y'all, I remember how it feels to man. We just went from that to Zerline and thinking that we had a solid kicker, and now your psyche is toast. Bro, we can't be having that. We can't be having that, yo. We cannot be having that. Man. Got me anxious to read this thing, man. That's crazy, man. See, that's the wrong because you know, man, when you get to these games, he said he was distraught. Oh, distraught. He thought he was getting cut. Yeah, hey, if he like that, family, if he like that, then yeah, you gotta, you gotta get rid of him. Dollars. Oh yeah. I forgot all. Yeah, Dollars. I hate to break it to you though, but this this whooping long overdue, family. Long overdue, right? And I can't wait. You know what I mean? And I hope on Sunday, I hope you can join us to talk to let us know how you really feel. To let us know how you feel after that game. I hope you can join us, family. You know, to tell us, yeah, to tell us, man, what Rain Dakota Prescott then did to you. You know, how they say, "Oh, the Lord been good." I want you to tell me, man, how Rain Dakota was good. Oh, hey, cause I got some Niner fans on here too. That's the cool thing about it, man. Hey, and the cool thing about it is, I got so many Niner fans on my Facebook. I'm dropping that as soon as we go live. I'm dropping that link. Hey, I need y'all to show up. Hey, I might have to make that a call-in show, man. I'm about to go get my speaker right. I'm gonna have to go make that a call-in show. I need you to come let me know, man, what's really going on. Cause I'm telling you, man, we is not losing this game. I'm telling you. Y'all gonna get beat. ah, you think so, huh? That's funny. You funny, man. No, I'm from Sacramento. Yeah, we got, they got that it's either Oakland or Vegas now, the Niners or the Cowboys for the most part. You get a whole bunch of off brands here. Like I done ran into some awkward things. Like I done ran into a Baltimore Raven fan. You know, I ran into a Tennessee Titan fan. It just gets so. Now we northern, but we different from the Bay. We put East Side to sleep. hey, hey, dollars and dreams. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And you know what don't make no sense, man? And why would the Niners even show up on Sunday? That's what don't make sense. But you gotta understand, man, that frustration, hey, there might be some punches thrown on Sunday. There might be some feelings hurt. No, I know there's gonna be some feelings hurt on Sunday. There's gonna be some hard hitting going on, right? You see the way old Michael Parsons was antagonizing, man. Hey, come on, man. Oh, I can't wait, man. You see, I was like, I'm just gonna talk my mess on here, but I don't know, man. I'll go ahead and be humble on, like Facebook, Instagram. I'll be humble there. But I'm wilding out over here, man. Hey, it's night of week. I'm wilding out over here, man. Hey, the cool thing about it is, so what they gonna say when we beat them? So what they gonna say when we beat y'all? We beat a toddler or something? So we went from going ahead to elder abuse to you know what I mean? So what they gonna say, man? They gonna have to call CPS on us, man. They gonna call CPS for what we about to do the party, man. They get ready to call CPS on us, ain't they? Dollars, you get ready to call CPS on Jerry Jones in here, man. Say they so. Oh man. Hey, that's the cool thing about it is, right? Hey, we don't, hey, we don't discriminate though, right? So we don't discriminate, right? So you know what they say? You know what it says in that good old book, right? The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So the last was first to get this whooping. You know what I'm saying? But now the roles is about to reverse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, y'all about to get this work, man. Y'all about to get this work, man. I can't wait, man. Y'all about to get this work. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to give you. I'm gonna have to let you know on the page. See, on that other page, I was gonna be. I was gonna keep it on here, but I might got to boast. Cause I know a lot of y'all is Niner fans on there. Hey, dollars. Understand this. Now you're in the big leagues now. Tell Purdy now he in the big league. Now he playing with some real boys now, right? You know, when they said bad boys, what you gon' bad boys, you know what I mean? What you gonna do when Hankins come through? You know what I mean? What you gonna do when Osa come through? What you gonna do when Micah lights you up for about 3 sacks? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Law come through and come give you a 2-piece? I'm telling you, hey, McCaffrey, man, y'all done did all that for now. Y'all done did all that to get kicked out the divisional round. Hey, and that's what's gonna make it even better. We about to beat y'all in the stadium that Jerry helped y'all build. Oh, that's gonna be even so much better, right? Jerry gonna be like, oh man, I remember, man, when I laid down the construction work. Oh man, I remember, man. Oh man, just the days, man. You know, you know what? I like California. I love Texas, but I like California. Now, I want to go ahead and make this home, man. They gonna call Shanahan. I know you may not pull out the red carpet for me though, Shanahan, but we just just gonna have to just take it. You know, we're just gonna have to just beat you like you stole something, right? You know, we're just gonna have to just, hey, what's your name? You know, just kind of like a your name is Toby type of thing, right? Just hey, man. Oh man. Bosa, we running at him. Greenlaw, we running at him. Warner, we gotta get to the second level. Hufunga, we gonna throw at him. War, oh, we definitely gonna throw at him. Debo, locked. Kittle, locked. IU, locked. Run CMC, he gonna have to do more than that. We gonna have that boy crawling. Bet good. Bet good. Bet good. Bet good, Dollars and Dream. Bet good. Yeah. 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 Oh man, I can't wait, man. Dang. Dang, man. Oh man. It's gonna be crazy. Oh my gosh. I can just see it now. I can just see it now. Debo scratching his head like, man, I thought I was a wide receiver. I can't get open. I'd have messed around. Oh man. All right, then, Dollar. Oh, T-Dub, we gonna do T-Dub, we gonna do them boys so greasy. Oh my gosh, we gonna do them boys so greasy. We gonna do them boys so greasy. The whole day, I got that James Brown on repeat. The whole day, I got it on repeat. The big payback. Ooh, because that's what I want. Oh my God. I didn't think I was gonna have this opportunity this year. And for me to get this, come on, man. You get Tom Brady, you beat Tom Brady. Oh my gosh. Now I can say that I live to see Tom Brady, to beat Tom Brady. And then the team that wasn't the better team that beat us, we get to get the payback 1 year later. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. Facts. We're running straight at him, though, T-Dub. I'm telling you, we're running straight at him. I can't wait to do the film on that one. I can't wait to do the film on that one. Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna be busy with that. Hey, we popping out that film this week. Okay, I can't wait to get that film going on. Oh, I can't wait to get that film. We get ready to go ahead and do these boys so crazy, man. It's not even funny, man. We about to do these boys grease. Like Gucci said, greasy, greasy. Oh man. Oh shoot. But anywho, man, hey, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I gotta give me something to eat. Hey man, I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. We get ready to work on this film. I got to work on this film for y'all, man. So we can go look at this film. Hey, short week, so we got to get to it. Short week. I know pretty soon what? Maybe about another. Let's see, today Tuesday. Yeah, we got to be talking about the Niners pretty soon. A full thing on the Niners, man. But anyway, I appreciate y'all again, man. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for be coming through, man. Hitting my videos with likes, man. Help me get to the algorithm. I appreciate all that for sure, man. I love all y'all, man. And till next time, man, we up out of here.